Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Paranormal Coffee Talk. Sorry, we have had some technical difficulties because, well, StreamYard is acting up and did not want us to go live on Facebook at all. So
we
we're
did.
here, but we're here because I fooled them. So, anyways, we're a few minutes late, but we are here and we have some exciting guests here with us tonight. We actually investigated with these ladies a few weeks back. And so, everyone, welcome Haunting Angels. Hi, ladies.
Hi, ladies.
Hello, hello.
Hi. How are you guys?
Good. How are
Good,
you?
How are you?
Good. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I know Carol and me, and you haven't got to meet Amy in person yet, but we're super excited. And so let's just start off. I mean, Carol and I, we've met you guys and investigated with you guys, but tell everybody a little bit about how you got started investigating the paranormal.
So I'm Sierra. I'm Ghost Bait. So I got to show the back. Is it on the back of this one? I think it is. Yep.
It is. Yep.
So I'm Ghost Bait. I get scared really easily. I freak out, which you'll see on ours. But we used to work together, and we actually shared our offices shared a wall. And I've always been interested into the paranormal and horror. And I heard of it talking about some ghost show. I don't even remember what it was. Ended up taking her out to an undisclosed place, and it's kind of been set ever since.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty much the same. My name's Yvette, and ever since I've been little, I've been open to that and love watching all those shows, and just was always intrigued. And yeah, I met Sierra at work at Atrium one day, and it was all uphill from there.
It's an uphill climb. So we actually got to investigate with you guys earlier this month in Jasper, Georgia. It was so much fun, and we'll get to talking about that here in a little bit. But one thing that you guys have become pretty big around the area, and you guys have a full event and a full roster. So it was pretty awesome to see you guys move up so fast. We loved investigating with you. So one thing that that we truly enjoyed was actually seeing another female team out there. So have you guys experienced anything being a all-female team? Have you guys experienced that side of the paranormal community yet where, oh, you're female, Well, how do you do that?
I mean, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. It'll happen.
Not yet. We're kind of ready for it. I mean, I don't know if you want to, but it's almost bonded us in a way, being able to sit in the dark somewhere waiting for something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I can pick up on whatever, even when we're not in a location.
Yeah.
No,
so
we haven't had that happen
that
yet.
negative interaction? That's good. That's good. If you do, just send them our way. We'll handle it. Well, so do either of you or both of you have any gifts, or were you born with any gifts, or did you develop gifts after a certain amount of time?
I believe I'm like an empath, but I have closed my doors. Because of the scary stuff. So I'm trying my best to open up again. Meaning I can sense things. I can feel when something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I just can come out and say something and it will come true right away.
Yeah.
And it's happened to even Sierra and my mom and everybody else that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Witch. Yeah, she calls me a witch. Not in a bad way, but.
Can you say Amy's going to win the lottery?
Yeah, I mean, we do, honestly, myself, I am, I believe in strongly of having the pagan community behind me. I've been called witch multiple times, and I've been called a
Good and
demon.
bad. Good and
We've
bad.
been called all kinds of things, devil lovers. We talk to demons all the time. So it's something that definitely, we've learned over the years that that's something that's going to happen. So,
I would say I've gotten more of that than I have, what are y'all doing? You're both women in this field.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it didn't really start happening, I guess, to us until we started being more in the spotlight and we were going to events and such. So, that's one reason why we want to promote so many female teams is because, we've gotten that negativity and stuff over the years, and it can definitely damper your spirits. So, we just keep on rolling with it, and we're glad to see you guys doing the same thing. So what is your favorite location? We'll start with Yvette. What's your favorite location that you've investigated at?
My favorite is Waverly Hills.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's all the crazy stuff in the body shoot. So yeah, that's my favorite. I had a witch come out on my walkie-talkie. She was laughing.
Cackling.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
was cackling. And my husband is a non-believer, and he was standing right there, and he's probably still gonna deny it to this day. He's watching right now. He's
Yeah,
shouting
yes, I got him up right here.
It's like up.
He's right there on the screen. Shadow
Yeah.
Bastard checking in. So we know it's you.
Yeah.
We got you.
And there's no explanation. It sounded like a witch
You at the
cackling.
bottom of the body chute?
I was on the bottom of the body chute,
And I
all
was
the way
at
at
the
the
very
bottom.
top because I was not about to climb that again. Been there, done that. And I had the only other walkie-talkie, and mine was doing nothing.
Yeah. it was
Wow.
like- yeah. So that was crazy.
Absolutely.
Interesting. What about you, Sierra? What is your favorite location?
I think so far mine has got to be Trans Allegheny. And I've only done the public investigation. I would love to go back and have the whole thing to ourselves. The vibe there, I mean, it goes from very sad to like the air is full of energy. The shadows were off the chain. I mean, any source of light, you could just watch it and you would see the woof, woof, and the light would be blocked. I mean, the voices there were crazy. We had the longest conversation before the cabin with someone they call Ben there with a REM pod who followed this one around the hallway. That one was pretty exciting.
Hi, Stephanie.
Oh, I bet you were good and scared. There,
I wasn't there to like run really fast away from you. So
which is it now a big ongoing joke with us about don't fall down, Crystal will leave you. You know where that came from, don't you?
That was hilarious, you guys. That was just
so
hilarious.
it definitely was. It was so much fun, and we had a great time. So we'll just go ahead and tell everybody while we were investigating in Jasper. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm all about having a good time and joking and pulling pranks and stuff on people. I love it. And so we are, it's later in the night. I guess it's what, 1:30 in the morning. And we had Southern Heat Paranormal there with us, and they were investigating the cabin. Us girls decided that we were just going to take a time out inside the jail, inside the living quarters of the jail. And so I had this bright idea that we go and try and scare the guys because they had tried to scare us.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually did succeed there for a little bit. Like we really did think that something was trying to come in the cabin with us. So Sierra and I go outside, and you go ahead and tell the rest, Sierra. You're the guest here. Feel free to tell them.
Picking up some little rocks, and we waited until they asked a question, and we threw the rocks. And I went to go turn, went down, and you are gone. You are gone. It takes me a while to get up, and then I'm running up this hill. I'm running up the stairs, and you are long in the house.
Crystal just left her. Just left her there.
And then you come in, Sierra. You come in with the video showing us.
Huh?
You come in with the video showing us, and Bet's like,
You
"What
see
is
that?
this?
That's me
me
falling.
falling down."
Yeah, we went there. Awful
It was
fun.
awesome. It was a lot of fun. It really was. So we tell it on every podcast now, don't fall. Crystal, she'll leave you.
She'll leave you.
Will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun.
She
So,
left me a tuck too, and Blakely.
Really?
I did not.
And she
put
just
some
took off.
Crocs in 4-wheel drive, and when
I
she does,
believe
she's gone.
No, she was gone.
Well, they made me put my Crocs in 4-wheel drive. Well, aren't you going to put your Crocs in 4-wheel drive?
Yeah, we
took
didn't
off.
realize it would do that.
We hung out and tried to capture Bigfoot, so
Yeah.
we were banging on trees.
Yep. And I was just gone.
Gone.
Out of sight. So tell us a little bit about what you guys have coming up. You got a full event roster coming up, I know, but tell us a little more about where you're going to be going and investigating.
So next we have in March, so much coming up. March we've got Old College on Hospital Hill. You're supposed to say the whole thing in sync.
Okay.
The next one is Hamilton High School.
Mm-hmm.
St. Albans, you suck. St. Albans, we're getting a divorce.
St. Albans is in May.
The Wilmington Battleship in June. July, we got another double header. We got 2 buildings. We got, it's with Tennessee Paranormal. It is, I always get it backwards. It's the old Morgan County Jail, and then an old across the street.
Mm-hmm.
Actually became a haunted Halloween attraction. We got both of those. Our goal is, to do them both together and separate, and one be in one and one be in the other, because it's across the street.
Mm-hmm.
Stop running. But
Right.
you can hear me. And
August we got the cabin 360 in the woods.
is that in August? Yeah, but before the we have Penhurst.
We have Penhurst.
We have 2 that month. We have Penhurst, and then we have the cabin in 360. We just booked that.
Listen, you guys, there's just a lot going on.
And then in reserve break, and we're ending the year 2 back-to-back locations. A Friday we're doing, try not to get them confused, Fairfield County Infirmary, and then Madison Seminary. We're going to be teaming up with Journey into the Haunted with Tina.
Oh yeah, we saw that. Yep, awesome.
In the year.
Busy.
So busy. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. We like it when other teams can stay busy like that and continue to investigate locations, especially some of these locations that you guys mentioned, because I know, you both each have your own, things, and you do your own things. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do, Sierra, when it comes to certain locations and your photography and such?
Yeah. So I like to do photography before. I like the abandoned buildings, desecrate locations. I really like. I think that kind of was the precedent to doing what we do. I had already liked the paranormal and the horror, so that just kind of added to the editing piece that I do. I feel like the editing has got so much better than when we first started. Wavi, I think is how you say it. Canva. Don't really use CapCut anymore, except for just templates, TikTok stuff, fun stuff on social media. I feel like I really like the recorder. I like listening back to the different things on the computer and being like, oh my God, we did not hear that moment.
Yeah.
The phone doesn't capture, but the EV, like vice versa, the phone and the recorder, what they catch and what they don't catch. That's really interesting.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what you got going on here. Like, we've seen it on lives and all of these dolls. I don't like dolls. Y'all know I don't like dolls now. We've discussed this. We discussed this, but for Paranormal Coffee Talk's sake and for our love of haunting angels, we will allow this conversation to ensue. So tell us a little more.
Well, this is my she shed, so I keep all of my decorations in here. Christmas, Halloween, Easter, all that stuff. And these girls are from a antiques store. I don't know the story of them. I don't know where they came from. I just liked them, and I got them for Halloween. So they're
Awesome.
Halloween decorations. they're very old. They're falling apart. So who knows? I
Have
could
you
actually
investigated them to see if they're a vessel or?
have, and nothing's happened. So and
Oh, well, maybe they're not. That's good.
we have a
That's
REM
good.
pod. We set a REM pod back there just in case to see if they.
And if it goes off, you'll see ghost bait fall to the floor. Again.
I'm leaving.
There's the leaving.
And
I do have a green screen back here, so when y'all see like my poster in the background show up, y'all know Crystal's gone. So.
that antique store. I think it used to be a warehouse. We've tried to hit up the owner to investigate there, but they'd rather not know. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we have one doll from an antique store, but she's not haunted.
She isn't. She's just a little Annabelle.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks she's very tattered. She's very old. She's got like half of the back of her head's gone.
Yeah. We left her alone all day. Cameras running. Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing. She's
Thank
just,
goodness. Because we don't
she's a
do
great
dolls.
trigger object. So Yeah.
Well, we did go to an event the other day. What was it called? The
Oddities and Curiosities Expo.
And you guys, I think I got a what they used to do the lobotomy. That big long.
You should
Yes.
Go get it.
Yes. So I'm gonna use it as a trigger object.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See? I know.
Uh-huh. Well, we got that. We got a scalpel. We got a stethoscope.
I saw something.
now you know as well as I do. You saying scalpel. Sierra's gonna drop that on her foot.
Pretty much.
She's gonna drop that on her foot. You know that. Don't let her play with sharp objects.
Yeah, they're like, do you want me to tape the sharp end? And before I could even answer, this one's like, yes.
Yeah, you need to do that.
Yeah. I'll go run and grab it so you guys can see it. But it's
Yeah, go get it. Let's see it. We'll talk with Sierra while you go grab what you need.
Oh, look who joined us.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Mommy can't leave.
Oh,
She
I'm
has
gonna
to be
start
with
doing
Mama.
this. Oh yeah, and the other one's in here too. The only one that's being good is on the beanbag chair.
I wonder who that is.
The queen.
The queen bee right there.
This
Or
is
should
why
I say Queen G?
I know, right? This is why I do podcasts in the car.
But it's okay because see, there's this awesome thing that we can just like mute you. Nobody will hear.
I know.
It's cool.
We
No
were
big
talking
deal.
about.
So-
Were you on the other night, Tuck, when we were talking about bleeping out the words? What was that? And all night long, all you could hear us say was
Puppies,
puppy,
kittens.
puppy, 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 puppy.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
all right. Let me take this out. I don't know if you can see it or not.
that's the
Yeah.
jobber and the scrambler and the.
Yeah. Don't let Sierra play with that.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. You keep that on your side of the world, okay?
Yeah.
And I got some like
Cool.
I don't know, some wound scissors or something.
medical scissors.
Medical scissors.
Ah.
Oh,
We'll
Oh,
see.
yeah, definitely. That's going to be good trigger objects.
Could
Yeah.
be
Definitely.
fingernail clippers. I don't know.
It's crazy. I don't know how this could be stuck in somebody's eye into their brain.
I can't. I do.
those would be great though. You guys didn't get to use the haunted trigger object that I have. It's called the HTO. Vortex Ghost Gear actually is the creators of the HTO. And basically it is I get like a metal pie pan or some type of metal plate, and you connect these two adapters to it. And then anything that sits inside of the metal plate is now a trigger object and will alarm if somebody touches it.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
think
called
we had it
HTO.
out, but we didn't really.
We used it at Polly, but we didn't use it Blakely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think did we use it at Jasper?
You did.
Yeah.
You had
That's it. Yeah, that's
we
right.
did.
We used
In
it in
the
the
cabin.
cabin. Yep.
the cat-
Yep. The HTO with Vortex Ghost Gear. They've actually been on Ghost Hunters International. They use a lot of their Jason and Sherry and them used the Vortex Ghost Gear on a few of those episodes. So I love it. It's one of my favorites.
And has it gone off on you guys? Have you?
Oh yeah, definitely. We've gotten some hits on that one.
We used to have
um
Molly Chill. We put cigarettes in it, whiskey.
whiskey, a whole bunch of stuff.
I think we did the
So,
cards, the playing cards.
yeah,
Or
we
was
did
it
playing
dice?
cards.
I
We
don't
did the
remember.
playing cards. We didn't use it at Blakely this last time though. But yeah, we love the HTO. It's one of my favorite pieces. But yeah, and basically anything can then be a trigger object as long as it's on that metal plate.
Right.
So,
That's
yeah.
pretty
That's pretty cool.
So what is your favorite piece of equipment, Sierra?
I'm kind of stuck between a recorder and a REM pod. Just because
Oh,
we'll go to locations and nothing will happen with the REM pod, and then we go to another one and it does go off, and I'm like, what? It's still exciting. And then the EVP,
she does get really excited.
Just a little bit.
I
Yeah.
have nervous something.
Nervous,
me just
compulsive outbursts.
All of that is in part 2, and I was hysterically laugh crying.
What are you holding, Sarah?
A little bird.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. He has the doll. I have a bird.
He's naked.
Well,
He is
He's
naked.
cold.
why don't you hold the doll, Sierra?
Here, I have the bird.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Aw.
How cute.
She's not creepy at all.
That's gonna come up and like grab your face when you're sleeping or something.
Wait, did I just see its eyes move?
I think it
Stop.
did.
I thought she could be. Oh,
I had to.
Look over there.
I
Oh.
think her eyes are painted on. They don't move. So if they close, it's
If it
pretty-
moves, then she's gone too.
Yeah,
She's had a rough
Sierra's
life.
gone.
She's had a rough life.
Hey, it happens. So yeah, so what about you, Yvette? What's your favorite piece of equipment?
well, other than just myself,
Mm-hmm.
is
Which is
the
the
REM
best piece of equipment that anyone
Yeah.
can have themselves.
is the REM pod.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I mean, because I think it's just myself, your own body, your ears, your eyes, what
Yep.
you feel. It's
Yeah, we tell people that as well. I mean, the best piece of equipment that you could have is right there with you. It's yourself. You got to follow your intuition. So, yeah.
Right. And we all have cell phones nowadays, so you can use your cell phone as well to record or
Mhm.
video, or you can catch all kinds of stuff on there too.
Yeah. We like using, like when we do EVPs, all of us run our recorders because there's been times like I think we were at the courthouse with Sean and we all three ran a recorder and then one recorder got something and the other two didn't.
And we're all in a
happens
circle.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're all in the same place,
Mhm.
but and one will catch something and the others don't. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. And
So
even
we like
just,
to run them at the same time.
and even just us. Sometimes I'll hear things that she won't, and
Vice
she'll hear
versa.
them. And yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
it's always good for backup. Just
100%.
everybody run one.
Yep. So we are going to get down to Jasper, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the jail and a little bit about the cabin and a lot about all of this investigation experience that we had this month. So we're just going to go ahead and start it off saying, wow, what an awesome time. It was cold. It was very windy. And we really didn't like a wooden bridge.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to start it off. You guys take it away and tell us a little more about Jasper.
Yeah, definitely hate a wooden bridge. And if we go back, we're going to figure out how to put a cone on
Run
it.
it down.
And
We're
get
going to need like a wire across it or something.
Is that no? It's the bridge. Definitely very active. I mean, to the point where there was a point where we were taking a break in the living quarters, just charging up some stuff, relaxing, snacking, and I don't even remember what we were talking about. We just heard a right between us.
And breath.
Like,
Yeah, that
really.
were crazy. The knocks and the taps. It was a little hard to catch everything with the wind.
Mhm.
I don't know. We went for the jail, but I really feel like the cabin was the best part. We didn't even
The cabin was my favorite.
I honestly, thinking back, the only time that I even went into the jail was when all of us were there. I didn't go back by myself or with Carol.
Mhm.
It was just I was so drawn to the cabin. It just was like that's where I needed to be, and I feel like, you know,
That's what they wanted you. They kept bringing up your name.
They said your name 3 times, Crystal.
I know. I was like, dang, they like me. I wonder what that is.
Yeah, I liked the cabin the best.
Yeah.
Definitely. The cabin was definitely my favorite. The jail was okay. Like it felt more like a home versus anything else. Like I felt there was a lot of peaceful things there in the living quarters of the jail. But even upstairs, I didn't really get that overwhelming feeling like I did inside the cabin. Like the cabin just kept pulling me back. So I think if the cars hadn't have been so fast over the bridge and constantly going, would have gotten, I think, even more EVPs than what we received there. Because I think it may have been terrifying to them too, like it was, like especially since the cabin was moved there. It wasn't originally there. So with it being brought there, it was, but I loved it. I loved the cabin. So
Yeah. Cabin. I mean, we got some of our best, most intellectual stuff we've ever got that before. I mean, so it was knocking, like, I'm gonna get goosebumps just talking about it. Knocking consistently to the same questions. Yeah, and so much so that we could feel it in our feet. It was freaking us.
Like it was terrifying me, and I don't get terrified. Like I'm the one that you send down in the basement by herself. But every time Sierra was like, oh my gosh, like stop yelling.
It doesn't happen to us.
We treated her so even more.
Yeah, I'm like, holy crap, Sierra, stop yelling. Like I even think I grabbed a hold of her arm once too. Like,
Y'all were yelling because I was upstairs in the jail with Southern Heat. And we could hear, and they're like, what is that? I was like, that's them in the cabin. So we were staring out the window. We were like, what are they doing?
It wasn't just fear, though. It was, we were having such a great time in that cabin. Like we were laughing.
Oh,
and we were like, it was a little mixture of all of these different emotions. Like even at one point we felt sadness. I mean, it was like all of this, like every emotion in this one cabin, this one, like, not even 400 square feet of living space. And we felt all these emotions and all of these things kept happening to us. So it was more like we're closed in. And I think even at one time, I even had to get up and leave.
Yeah.
Because the sadness just overtook me so bad. I was like, I have to get up. I have to leave. And when I left is when the camera died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The one that was recording our feet. It went completely dead.
The one thing I wish we could have caught, Vet, it was me. I think it was you and me. And we were outside the cabin and we heard the front door on the jail close. You remember?
Oh, yes. In the living quarters.
Yeah. And we went back in and recreated it. And it was that noise. Mm-hmm. So,
and there was nobody there.
Exactly.
Yep. Because Sierra and I were outside trying to figure out how we could get a camera in the basement.
Yeah.
And Crystal, when you left the cabin and you said you closed the door, when we were wrapping up, that door swung open like crazy.
It just so happened to be more like you don't have to stay here.
And I think she asked you if you had shut the door.
Because for some reason I had it stuck in my head that you would latch it on the outside, but you latch it on the inside. You shut because it stayed shut for like a good 2-3 minutes through some wind. And we're like, you don't have to stay, you can go. And then it just blew wide open.
I was like, I'm going to find Crystal.
I'm out.
Where did Crystal go? But I did, and I got, I got some some readings on that, when I came back home. I did some meditations and stuff on that cabin, and I do believe whatever the spirit was trying to tell us was definitely to where the cabin used to be, not where it is now. And I think that's why it's so confused, is because it was removed from the cabin, and the spirits were moved from its original location and brought to the jail. And once it did that, it just caused so much confusion. And I think that's why we got so many emotions on that one location. Like, it was ready to talk to us, and we were there to listen to it. And this girl was 100%, it was sad, definitely what happened to her, and the feelings and the emotions that we received during that investigation. I mean, it's something I've honestly only felt quite a few times in investigations.
Yeah. You guys got to watch part 2. It's very
I'm getting
emotional.
cold
It really
chills.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Like we definitely, it was definitely something else for sure.
We made a connection that night.
Oh, is that a pig?
That's Jolene.
Oh. She ain't coming in.
That's a tiny one that is driving me nuts.
I know. I was like,
But-
I see Tuck's face. Somebody's about to be in trouble.
So you have part 1 that is now released on YouTube, and everybody can go to your YouTube channels and see part 1. And part 1 it started out before Southern Heat got there. It was just the 4 of us girls. So the 4 ladies were there. We were investigating the cabin. And I think, and then it moves into the jail cell, right? It moves into the jail where it was just the 4 of us again.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that is actually where you got the EVP, and you can actually see Sierra's face. She's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can
And
see it in my eyebrows. I reacted to something.
You reacted to something, because I was calling out the names again, and
Getting shushed.
it shushed me.
Yeah.
And it happens. I mean, I've been shushed. I've been told to leave. They either like me or they love me. And which was really weird, because they really didn't like me in the jail. Maybe it's because of my very dominant female personality. Like, I'm like, rah, But in the cabin, they loved me. So it was like, well, I can't make everyone happy. But I was reading out the names to the sheriffs that had served there and lived in the facility, because the sheriffs and their families actually lived in the facility there at the Old Pickens County Jail. And at one point I repeated a name, and it went shh, and you actually reacted to it, and I think you heard it audibly, because you caught, like, even your eyebrows lifted, like you actually heard what was going on.
I think that happens a lot, where I doubt myself.
Mm-hmm.
But then I watch back and I'm like, oh no, I did hear that in the moment. I just didn't know it was actually happening, or if I've lost it finally.
Hey, Kim, it is actually the Old Pickens County Jail in Jasper, Georgia. So it's a great location. I'll connect with you in a little bit, and we'll go over that with you. But it was definitely, and I think that's it. Like, how you react is like, you're like, oh, did I hear that? Mm-hmm. I did hear that. Did I? Then I think you like second guessed yourself again at that point. But you definitely, know that you heard something, and that was pretty awesome to be able to catch it, because Carol was actually in the cell next to you, and she didn't hear anything.
No.
So
the K2 did light up, but I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. And as soon as you said that, I'm like, well, maybe I did hear something. I'm like, did you move over there? No. I'm like, okay, well, I heard something in that direction.
Wow. Yeah. Well, they shushed me, and they also
Well, they talked to Yvette, right?
I think that's going to be released in part 2, right? Is the one where they talk to you.
I was there solo. Sierra had to go to the bathroom.
It happens.
And I was just getting a little frustrated because nothing was happening, and a man told me to get out.
Yeah.
Mm.
And also, an orb came out of the women's cell and it flew straight at me. And it's a bright light
Flashing.
flashing towards me.
Well, I had this feeling like when we first got there that you were more drawn to the ladies' side of the jail than you were the men's side.
Correct.
Like I was like neutral, like I didn't really get drawn to either location as much as I would in some places. It was kind of, leveled out for me. But I feel like you were really drawn to the women's side of the jail. Like I know I kept coming in and you were there or you were investigating there. So to see something come from that location and, to show you, hey, I am here. I feel like that was like a way of confirmation for you.
Absolutely. And it flew straight at me. And you'll see it very clear on part 2. My camera caught it. Sierra's camera did not. That goes to show that,
Yeah.
Not all cameras catch it, but it was a bright white light flashing at you, and it came straight at me. So that was, yeah.
And it was great. I wish it hadn't have been so cold there.
It was freezing.
It was, and it went from like decent temps to absolutely freezing temps in a matter of like just a few hours.
Yeah.
The wind chill it was unbearable. Like it literally chilled me to the bone. I was like, this is crazy.
I think I started out on a live with you and then you started walking off. I'm like, nope, I didn't want to leave in between the two little things we were in. I'm like, it's too cold.
It's
I'm
too
going
cold for
back
this.
inside.
That jail cell, I felt like it was like shaking.
Yeah.
Like the building was shaking. It was crazy.
Yeah, and that's it. And I know I didn't experience it because I don't think I actually went behind the jails. I was just, again, not drawn to the jail at all. Like I didn't even go, I don't think, behind the cells in the men's side. I know I did an EVP session in the women's side, but again, I just wasn't really drawn to that location. It was pulling me back to the cabin. But I know you and Carol were upstairs and you said you could even feel that vertigo. Like it was like the whole building was swaying back and forth and moving almost.
Yeah.
Pure up there is what it felt like, but you knew it was.
Yeah. It was kind of like, Carol explained it to me like it was a boat, like you were moving back and forth,
Yeah, it was weird.
And I know you couldn't like see yourself or, but it felt like you were moving, like you were on the ocean or something.
Yeah. So I had to get up. I was like, okay, enough time in the cell.
Yeah.
But you actually got vertigo and we're like, I'm done.
I'm out. Have you guys ever, like, we just did an investigation not too long ago at Blakely State Park. Have you ever been to any places like that? I know you do a lot of buildings and stuff, but have you done like cemeteries or battlefields or any places like that? Have you ever investigated there?
We've done cemeteries. I've been telling her for the longest, we need to go out to a big battlefield. Mm-hmm. So we were lucky enough to score this one, the cabin 360 in the woods. It's a battlefield.
It's seen three battles of the Civil War, and it's also got 7 acres of woods. I think this one's gonna tent camp.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna tent camp?
I'm gonna try.
She's gonna tent camp in the heat, and I'm gonna be in the nice AC building.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Sierra, are you tent camping too?
I glamp. I don't camp. Me and the dog will glamp.
Well, at least it's not like these ladies that I have on my team. They're like, here, kitty, 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 kitty. I'm like, no, kitty, 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 kitty. Y'all keep your wildcats someplace else. Do not bring them near Crystal at all.
Fair.
I just wanted pictures. Tuck wanted to take them home.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I want a panther. So
this is what I deal with.
I'll take one that declawed and no teeth. Then I'll take one. No claws, no teeth can't hurt me.
I need a decent watchdog. The pig takes care of the front. I need something to take care of the back.
Oh,
Oh,
Shut your face.
sorry.
Shut your face. He's always trying to put me somewhere. And it doesn't matter where I am, he'll find me and creep out of the shadows and scare
We
me.
got to find Bigfoot for Carol. We
yes.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
We walked all through the woods and never saw.
Yeah,
Bigfoot.
they were like hitting trees and everything, and I'm
We
just
did
like,
everything.
Crocs are in 4-wheel drive. Let's go.
And then we had our 2 to 3 mile hike.
That wasn't my idea either.
That was mine.
It was totally hers, and we could have just easily made a completely different route and actually drove all the way back there.
Oh, we
Well,
did a lot of different hikes.
Yeah, I don't
It
even
was-
know.
It was an amazing time.
It
But
was so much
you
fun.
will love being outside in just big, wide open spaces. It's such a different feeling. And like you said, there was Civil Wars there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The feeling is just like,
It's
I don't
different.
even know how to explain it, but
Mhm.
it's going to be really peaceful. And
One of the things that I try to tell everybody is, go there, turn everything off, turn the lights out, just run nothing but a voice recorder and just silence.
That's a good idea.
Just completely sit in silence.
Yeah.
And it's just completely different. And we love the forts and we love the battlefields and the certain cemeteries, because we have some cemeteries where that were actually in the middle of the Civil War. Like the cemetery was actually used in a defense against the Union soldiers. Like they used the crypts and stuff to hide out in. So but being able to just sit in silence and occasionally snap a photo or voice record the whole thing, it's a different
with the earth and with the trees. You don't know what these trees have seen either.
exactly.
They can tell a story. So it's gotta,
I will say I tell her all the time I am the comedic relief and I have to release my thoughts.
he talks too much.
So
I
mean.
just make random animal noises on the mic.
Oh, okay.
She is so mean to me.
We actually have a video we'll have to show you guys that Carol made, and I was like, you're trying to say I talk too much?
Yeah.
That's right, Stephanie.
Is that what you say?
That's right, Stephanie. You're your own best equipment. Just
Okay.
That's it.
You say I talk too much? Confused. Over here. Me and the
So
dog.
you guys actually got to meet our awesome zombie, Miss Sonia Thompson, while we were in Georgia. We ate at the old Mule House. And I think you actually even got an elf. Didn't you get a zombie elf from her as well? You didn't get one yet? Okay. She does have those up and going. We are going to probably be getting together with her real soon. We'll let you guys know. But Miss Sonia Thompson, who actually played in The Walking Dead as the best zombie in the entire world.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys got to meet our Sonia. So we're
That's great.
excited that you guys got to meet her. It was a great experience. We had such a fun time. And I mean, we got to Southern Heat was there. We got Mike and Matt that were there investigating with us. So that was a lot of fun. Yep. So it was a lot of fun. And I'm just, I'm glad that we all got to experience all of that together. And I think it was just meant for us all to be there the way it ended up. It started out even in the antique store when Sonia was there, like it was constantly giving us information before we ever even got to the jail. So
Yep.
I even got me a book. Like it was got me a book.
That knock is what put us over there, and you saw that book.
Because it was like I instantly freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, it's my favorite book.
Yeah, I heard that.
I had to switch.
Me and Sonia were
Look at Doug's face.
Well, even the Mule House, we made connections over there, and they put stuff that happened. Yeah, let's check.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can have y'all back.
You know what, Tuck? It's what I do. I'm on. There you go.
You've been
I
back.
had to move because my eyeballs were going that way, and I'm trying to look that way.
So there it was 13 ghosts 13 ghosts in Jeffrey 2 was the Ghosts of Alabama, and So we got a knock while we were in this antique. Quit shaking your head. Come through.
White knuckle.
Oh,
You just got a white knuckle tuck.
oh, again.
But we got these knocks in this antique store, and the first thing that I saw was this yellow book, and it was the original print of 13 Ghosts and Jeffrey too.
Yeah,
Meant to be.
me and Sonia heard the knocking in the corner back there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your book was.
Yeah.
Yep. And I took it home, and it is now sitting on my bedside table.
Be.
Mhm. That's my book. So now you know, Tuck. Okay.
She just looks at the pictures.
I'll be like, oh, I know what you look like now, Mr. Ghost. Come on, Jeffrey. But
Yeah, we had a
it
good
was,
time. I'm glad you guys liked Sonia, right? She was cool.
Oh yeah, we love her. She's fantastic.
She's
She's
a great,
awesome.
she's a great girl.
and she doesn't do investigations a lot. But she has gifts, and
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty awesome to see. And we'll have her on the show here soon, and then that way you guys can hear all of her experiences on the paranormal side and in the filmmaking. And she's just a wonderful person. So we were glad that you guys got to meet our favorite zombie.
And I have
We're glad to be able to meet you guys too. It was, it's been a long time coming. So
And we got to say, funny story. So I'm a fan of The Walking Dead, and I was just, checking our Facebook like I do, and I'm like, "Bet, we have a zombie from The Walking Dead that's following us. What the crap? What happened?" And I'm like, wait a minute, they know her. Oh my god, okay.
yeah,
We
she
know that
is.
zombie.
We know that zombie, and like we have these fan wars and stuff where she would, when we're at Paracon, she'd lift her fan up, and then Carol would lift our fan up, and it was just she's so awesome.
Or we
And,
throw candy at each other.
yeah,
We try to outdo whatever the other one did.
Yeah.
Whatever she did, I tried to outdo it, vice versa. It was fun.
Sounds fun.
Marcy. Hi there, Louisiana Spirits is the director of Louisiana Spirits, Miss Mossy, over in Louisiana. She will be we will see them in less than a month now. We will be in New Iberia, Louisiana. So that's Miss Marcy.
No, it's a
And
month. No,
Is it a month?
is. No.
Well,
less than a month. Less than a month.
That is not just us.
Yeah, no, we're all the same. Okay.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, we less than a month. But yeah, so we will be at Cajun Country Paracon, New Iberia, Louisiana, with Miss Mossy and all the folks over at Louisiana Spirits, and we will have searchers will be there, Dave Schrader, quite a few people. So give that shout out to our folks over in Louisiana. But yeah, so
you guys will
have
have
you
to come to Louisiana.
I'm ready.
yeah,
to
we'll have to get you
eat.
guys over to Louisiana. You guys need to come over. Like, we got some awesome locations over there. Even some that are just that you don't really know about. Most people, I mean, you know about Myrtles and you know about all these locations. And honestly, we didn't have as much at Myrtles as we do at
Oh,
some
I did.
places.
What about
Yeah.
the Casket Girls? I've always wanted to go there, but I don't even know if it's open.
The
The
what?
what?
The Casket Girls. I don't know the name of the building. The Vampire Girls.
Oh, okay. Over in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We haven't been there, but I mean, like over towards my area. I'm like outside of Baton Rouge, and we got a lot of secret spots.
See, Marcy said, yes, join us. So,
Yeah, you guys need to meet Marcy and them at Louisiana Spirits. You'd love them too.
oh yeah, we love our folks over at Louisiana Spirits. They are phenomenal, and I mean they've been doing this for so long, so they have such good information. Even Louisiana Spirits was founded almost 20 years ago, right, Marcy? Yeah. So next year will be it's 19 years. So they've been Louisiana Spirits for a very long time. So who
I'll,
founded in 2005.
I'll take my daughter. That's who's
Yep.
commenting there.
What about me?
And I'll take my other daughter over here too.
I'm adopted.
You'll take your bait.
Yeah, take that bait with you.
Take your bait with you.
But it's not just like, okay, being from the South, it's totally different. So I know, like, I lived in Maryland, which is right in between, Georgia and where you guys are at. But have you like found that the southern states are harder in getting investigation locations than the northern states?
I know North Carolina doesn't have a whole lot other than Trivet and the Battleship.
Mhm.
We get more in Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia, kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah, so centrally
Northern
located
states
where you're at.
places.
And
Because I know
Ohio.
up in the northern states like Maryland, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York State, it was easier to investigate those locations than it is in the Bible Belt. So,
They want to ignore it.
yeah, pretty much. That is it. Definitely. But it has been an absolute pleasure having you guys on. I'm glad that we could talk and chat and get to catch up about all of this stuff and, tell a little bit about our investigations. But we'll have to have you guys on again. And I don't want to keep you guys further than an hour because I know it's getting late already where you guys are because y'all are an hour ahead. But we really are glad that you guys were able to come on. And we'll have to get y'all on down to Louisiana, get y'all some good food in your belly.
Yeah.
And show you around the bayous and stuff. So
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
want
and
to tell everybody where they can find you at? Do you have like a website or any?
Number 2.
so we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube. Starting to put our videos, the edited stuff, exclusively on YouTube. And we're actually going to have part 2 of Jasper Jail drop Friday at noon Eastern. So kind of wrap up that. And we get stuff in the jail. We get the crazy, sad stuff that happened. The range of emotions that happened in the cabin wraps all of that up. Toot my own horn pretty well, I think.
did you add me running away from you into that video?
I did not.
I think we need to make that into a cap cut.
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
awesome.
going to upload that separate. It didn't feel right at the end of the other one.
It was sad.
Separate.
You don't want a little comedy after some severely depressing episodes.
There goes my boy.
Yeah, but we're on Facebook. We've been on the longest. Instagram and YouTube.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was wondering because I looked for you on TikTok and I'm like, am I just not spelling it right or?
No, I can't figure out how to I can't figure out how to make TikTok like Facebook, where it's my personal one and then the Haunting Angels. So I was using it, but then anything I kind of make for TikTok, I put on Instagram and Facebook until I get it.
I
Yeah.
understand that one. I'm not good at TikTok. That's all, Crystal.
Just call me. We'll figure it out.
I just look for people and I make
Just
my own
like tonight, I
videos.
figured out how to get us live and work around all of their junk. So
I just quit. I don't care. I quit.
I'm fine. You're fine. Everybody's fine.
I am not going to give up. I am bound and determined. I am a strong-willed woman. Okay.
I am too on
Hear
some
me
things,
roar.
but that I don't.
I'm crying. Okay, everybody stop.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much. And
Yeah.
you guys go follow Haunting Angels. They have so much going on. They also go live they try to go live during their investigations, and you can find them on their social medias. So go give them a follow. And we can't wait to see everybody again in 2 weeks for Paranormal Coffee Talk Season 1, Episode 4. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Good night.
See you again.